Hi there everybody, this is going to be the first thing uploaded onto the bonus stage channel. This is a quick review, just a little playthrough, kind of like a mix of a full review and a let's play of one of my favorite games on the Wii, Monster Hunter. This game gets a lot of praise and isn't really that loved though. And I think the reason why is because it's extremely hard to get into. I had a friend who bought the game just so we could play, and he immediately didn't want to anymore. And I can understand because it's not an easy game to play. There's a lot of kind of weird controls with the Wii almost. I use a lance, that might be why. And once you get the controls, you're set. You do have to learn them yourself or look them up. The game doesn't quite tell you how to use the weapons and use their different moves, but that's fine. Right now I'm gonna go try to kill a Raytheon in the game. It's just a giant dragon. It's green. It's cool. I really need to update my armor. Yeah, one of the reasons why I really like this game is because it really defines a sense of progression in a way. Kind of in a mix of how two different ways to do it. You either have you get better as a player and thus we give you more challenge, or your stuff gets better so we give you more of a challenge. This game does both. You do have to be better to fight some of these monsters like the Raytheon or even the Rathalos later on. It doesn't matter how nice your weapons are. If you start out the game fighting them, you're definitely not going to make it very far. They start you out on easier monsters with worse weapons, which is fine. They make it work. I mean, it's just weapons. And then you start building your own weapon, upgrading it to a certain point. It's really awesome how many different weapon trees there are, and there's a bunch of different types of weapons. You got your great swords, your buster-like weapons, and you got your katanas. You have 3 different types of bow guns. Yeah, you pretty much have a decent amount of everything. And the guy I'm looking for isn't up here. Like my guy uses a lance, just because it's fun. And he's going to survive this drop for some reason. That's probably why you think you can take down dragons, because you just drop around. Like, no one lands that. Anyway, and, yeah, so, as I was saying, it's just a fantastic... Aesthetically, for the Wii, it's beautiful. We all know the Wii isn't quite up to par graphically with some of the other consoles out, especially to PC gamers, but it makes it work. Oh, and here we got a little special cutscene where this dragon is probably going to kill one of these. And the one thing I have to say about this game that's aesthetically kind of a downside is the music. The music, what is there, is fantastic, but it's always got the same battle fanfare. Each stage does have its own song, but they're kind of forgettable. So yeah, it's good, but it's not amazing compared to the art styles of what you're looking at, which I think is pretty impressive. You got some great views in the game if that's what you like. Yeah, the art styles are fantastic, but the sound can be a little subpar sometimes. Although whatever it is, it's usually pretty good. So yeah, it's a great game, definitely worth checking. Okay, here we go, boss battle. That's one thing I love about this game. It's all boss battles. Should be called boss battle of the game. There are small minion type enemies, but they are not that frequent. And yeah, I mean, most species have a subspecies, or some of them, not many of them do that. Come to think of it, a lot of the earlier ones do. Like the Jaggy, the little dragons you probably saw, not dragons, little like velociraptors you saw earlier. The Rathlos do not, and Raytheon do not have any kind of subspecies, but it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And another thing I like about this game is the amount of heart you have to put into each battle. This was kind of half-assed. I didn't really do much for this battle. I don't plan on surviving it because of that. But you have to really take into account a lot of stuff while you're getting ready to face bosses. You need enough potions, you need stuff to up your health, your defense, stamina, offense. You need to make sure you got the nicest weapons you can. I definitely need to upgrade my armor. Yeah, it's great the way that works. You need to really plan everything out, and it really conveys well into the attack scheme. You have to plan out all your attacks as well, and that's why it's kind of difficult to reach as a game to a lot of new players. Is the combat does take a while, but it's great. Every battle is memorable for the most part, except once you start fighting the Jaggy, or Great Jaggy. After a little while, you forget about him. But things like the Raytheon, Rathalos, Agna, whatever. Gen Moran especially is a huge monster that you find later on online mode. It's fantastic. They're all memorable because this battle could take up to a half an hour. I know I've had several that have taken up to a half an hour, and sometimes more. The Goebel almost took me 50 minutes to beat, just because he's annoying. I hate him. But it's definitely a good quality. Oh, see right there, I died. It's definitely a good quality to the game that you have to put a lot of caring into everything, and everything's memorable. You can tell when this game was made that a lot of thought was put into it, and for that, I'd give this game probably a 7 out of 10 on a rating scale. So that was a quick review, probably nothing special. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.